Hi everyone. So I was getting ready to show you the icon set that I created and realized that in the original video I failed to show you how to export things. So I wanted to create this special video just to kind of show you what I might do to export these in some different ways. So first of all, as we've been saving as a .ai file. That's an Adobe Illustrator file. Now, with that file, we can actually do a couple of different things as far as getting things into other programs. We can open Illustrator files inside of Indesign. That's because they're both vector-based. We can actually select these objects and copy and paste them into InDesign and recolor them, resize them. InDesign will just think they're shapes that InDesign created. We can also take Illustrator files into After Effects if we want to animate anything. And I've got some videos on the JSchool Tech channel for that, so check those out if you're interested in animating these. But most of the time, we're going to do something else with them. So the easy thing is we can add all of these icons that we created right into our library. So that's just select it, and then we want to make sure that we pick graphic as we want to choose. So if we're grabbing our icon group, and all of these are grouped together, so I don't have to worry about that element. And then I just come down here, click that plus, go to graphic, and it added it in there. Now notice it's adding no background, so it's like on a transparency. So I can go through, use that method, and add all of my icons. I can also go up to my file menu and choose a different saving. So if I wanted to save this out as something else, just from the Save As menu, I can save it as an EPS document. That's like the predecessor, if you're familiar with TIFF. It's an encapsulated PostScript file. I can save it as an Illustrator template. That's a new style. So templates are kind of cool, just like InDesign templates. If it's designs that you're reusing and tweaking, maybe some styles for things, you can do that. I can save it here as a PDF. I can save it as an SVG. And that's saving the entire document. Now I want to point out that I can also save a cloud document with Adobe. So you can save that as a cloud document, access it anywhere. Very handy if you are in a setting where you might be using a community laptop or a shared device. So I'm just going to take this, I'm going to save it out as a PDF just so we can kind of see that that's a common file. Notice I can choose all things. I'm using my artboards, or if I just want to grab page 3, I can save out page 3. This should look familiar. It's just general, like we're not going to downsample things. If there's any marks and bleeds, if I was going to send these to a printer and make stickers or something, I'd want to get that information from them. So I'll save that PDF, and then here's what that looks like. So inside my file, there's my PDF. So it's just got that grouping of icons. Another way I can export, and I'll be honest, I use this a lot. So I have an object selected, so I'll select my kitty cat. So I'm just going to export the selection. And so I'm exporting this selection, and I can change the name of it. So I'll change that to cat. And then think of this as like all of these different options. So if I want to export it as a PNG, meaning there'd be a transparent background, or an SVG, or a JPEG, or even just this as a PDF, I can do that. Let's go ahead and just send it out as a JPEG. Notice I can scale that here if I wanted to. And always make sure that you get it into the right file. Hit choose, we'll export that asset. There's the cat. And so that's our cat. So if I wanted to use that iconography in something else, I can use that. And then finally, export as. So I can export for different screens, and this feels exactly like that quick export selection. And here's my export as. So if I wanted to send out the entire artboard, I have all of these options. So that's how you can export anything you create in Illustrator.